Hello and welcome to Holding Action.
Pow, 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 pow.
Blam, 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 blam. Hey, we are getting into the final downhill slope here, okay? But before we absolutely crush you with our absence, maybe, I guess, I'm not sure. Yeah, we're dejamatized already. Before we get into that, we're going to make sure that we are breezing right through the wild and wacky starting portion of our show so as to not have it take 27 minutes. But in doing so, I'm going to quick and immediately kick it over to one Miss Kira Marie for the announcements, please. And then I will tack on from there.
So I'm just doing my like Job over here. I can't help it. So got
Yeah.
So if you didn't know, join us out from underneath your rock out into the world, where we have been doing this.
Rocks are out in the world.
Yeah, but you're under it if you don't know this, and then
under
you're
your
like
box.
not out in the world.
Yeah.
So it's a rock under a box.
And then you put that rock in another. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Is it in the box?
Yeah.
We're
Announcements.
Yourself.
Announcements.
So we're doing a fundraiser, a charity drive for Toys for Tots for the holidays. Today's the last, this is the last event. This is it. This is the last event for it. Our goal was $5,000. Our charity drive back in June, we raised like $51.20. I don't have it written down anymore, but I did at the beginning of this. So if you need to check, just like
it was right around there.
As of us going live, we had raised $66.95. Our stretch goal is $7,000. We've had a donation come in since then because someone's trying to like make me out to be a liar. Last I checked, we were at $66.95, which
that is still correct, I believe.
Okay, $305 to reach the like stretch goal.
Yes.
So like, let's do it. Do it.
Yeah. The last stretch goal, by the by, for those of you who have been joining us on Wednesdays, Stay Alive is new, fresh, interesting, fun, hype. But not a lot of people know about that system. So if we do hit the final stretch goal, I threw my name into the hat to run a Stay Alive one-shot for 4 people who are going to be drawn from our pool of entrants. And we're going to be doing all of the giveaways and the pulls for that tomorrow at our charity events closing ceremonies.
Which are at noon Central Time, which is 7 p.m. in Casablanca.
There you go. Nailed it. So if you're not already in the Discord, do please join. That is where we are going to be doing the drawing. It is going to be taking place tomorrow at noon. As far as the details of that are concerned, it is going to be a very limited and very exclusive thing, but I am very excited to run Stay Alive for a new group of folks. So if we can get to that mile marker, that will be an absolutely great way to go. To start, we have the one and only, not just a contributor to the cause, but also a participant in the event, Matt, short attention span, dropping $50 right away. Because apparently the missus says y'all have to make my life as difficult as possible. All of you are going to have a party auto crit to start off with as well.
I want to use it right now. Push the button, Deej.
What if we just went right into the intro? Y'all would be so thrown off. Y'all would be so thrown off. So do make sure you are giving and contributing to that. We're at the end of a very long charity drive. We are already pushing way above what we were aiming for. So I know everybody, charity fatigue is a real thing. Like, absolutely understand it, but we are so very, very, very close. Throw your 5s, throw your 10s, throw whatever you can. Just make sure that we are closing out strong.
Charity.
Not in the trash.
Not in the trash.
Correct.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, like I said, we are very, very close. We are going to be doing our drawing for all of the winners, and that's not just for a one-shot. That is for like the 9 dozen milestones we have. I don't know. It's a lot of milestone rewards that we have. We have some awesome, cool stuff in there. So do make sure you are joining us in the Free Forge. Do make sure you are giving to a good cause. And today's the last day, so like it's kind of now or never. Beyond that, do make sure that you are joining us on Wednesdays. Follow here on the Free Forge. Make sure that you are catching Stay Alive. And then the last thing before we... I noticed. The last thing before we get started here is, for those of you who have not already heard or not already aware, Holding Action, this is one of our 5 remaining episodes. So, as a measure of the time that we have spent and shared together, do make sure that you are joining us for our last few sessions. Set aside some time, and we're going to be having our Sunset episode on Friday, December the 17th, and leading up to it every single Friday at the exact same time, the exact same place. So do make sure that you are helping spread the word, helping push the Forge forward, and telling everybody where all the good times is coming from. With that being said, is it time? I think that's all we have. Yes, correct. No. I see Jones leaning. I'm gonna Name Twin. You also get an auto crit. That is from obviously the one and only lovely, wonderful Elle, who you should all go follow, because Elle is back to streaming and has already done some very cool, awesome charity streams for.
I figured it was from King Clancy. I was wrong on what Name Twin meant, I guess.
There it is.
And he does Canada stuff too.
Yeah, he also does Canada stuff. I don't know how that,
so
that ties or relates to streaming, but like definitely Canada
Well, you
stuff.
do Canada streaming.
Well, wait, are we talking about Elle? Because he also then like helps with the croissant shop.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Elle, Mergs, KJ, they all do Canada stuff.
Do go follow Elle, of course, but also, oh crap, we don't have it not set up on non-stay alive days, but go follow Captain Lagrange on the Twitters, and also you can join Crow, aka the wonderful Tony, every Wednesday as part of the team on Stay Alive, who also provided the entire party an auto crit with $100 donation. That brings us to $68.15.
Oh, Tony's just trying to make sure that Crow doesn't.
I know.
But the Crow.
He lasts longer.
You think I'm susceptible to bribery? But to be fair, like I didn't know brawling rolls like that were possible until Crow, so I feel like he'll be okay for at least a little while. That being said, thank you so much, Tony. Thank you, everybody who has contributed to this. This has been absolutely mind-boggling. We were worried because we did 3 weeks last time, and basically all of leadership was just on the edge of the edge. And we're like, all right, let's just do 2 weeks. We're back there again because we did more in a shorter period of time. But not only did we meet our goal, we are blowing it away, and it is all thanks to these wonderful, amazing people in our community. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of good. So thank you all so much for being here with us, for enjoying the fun that we're going to get into, and for the last little home stretch of it, let's make sure we're having a good time. So,
hi, Jason.
Jason, hello.
Fingers is in here.
We're about to burn down the old school then.
Hey, Deej.
This!
Push it!
Is Holding Action! I don't even, that was probably over my clip guard. I don't even know. I catch you off guard? I don't even know. Hey, before we actually dive in, I want to make sure we get caught up because we had another $50 donation come through from the one and only Miss Mindykins. Go follow Miss Mindykins for like 1,000 different reasons, but also she streams. Also, she's done a wonderful job raising an awesome amount of money for our charity drive. Also, good human being. Go over there and do that.
Dee now can't die. Her and Crow, inevitably until the end.
Or we kill them together, Romeo and Juliet style. I'm already thinking. I'm way ahead of the game.
Yeah,
I'm way ahead of the game on this.
Goes. My brain says Dee and Crow last forever.
So, in addition to the wonderful Miss Mindykins contribution, we're also going to say what's up to Mega Morgan, okay? One of our incredible, amazing OG mods. Yes, 40 months on the resub. Hey Fabe with 29 months. there's a lot going on here. Cage, another OG mod, 29 months. Okay, this is like the OG collection. They have a club somewhere. Sildari, another OG VIP with the 500 bitos. Hey Faye with another 300 to stack on top of that. Fluid, I believe, jockeying for position on that hype trains for the 250 added on there as well. Captain LaGrange was like, you know what, $100 charity, why not? 500 bits to the channel as well, just cause, I guess. Thank you. And we have Aoife throwing plot armor to L. We have McCole, whomst happens to be in danger. Okay, nobody like right this second, I don't think, but Aoife also was certain to throw some plot armor at Renaissar, because now we don't want to lose a Renaissar. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a bumskis. So we'll make sure that McCole is... I don't think that's exactly what it does. And we'll throw McCole's plot armor at Echo to round it out, so our party is going into this session well prepared.
I mean, I meant emotional danger.
Meta, yeah, but that's always with Echo. And then lastly, other side Steve with a 5 bomber to kick us in and get us running. Y'all amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Push them buttons.
So, yeah, it's like 12 minutes. We didn't do bad. Last we left our party, after a drastic shift in the time stream due to a powerful wish covenant made with a deity, the party found themselves on a brand new track, less one ally. In so doing, they ultimately pursued the harassers of Echo's past and increasingly her present as they traveled through a tree via the plane shift spell and a daring twist of rejoining said ally, but he had no memory of who they were, unfortunately. However, transporting to the Maglaces Mountains, the party ultimately sought confrontation with Echo's harassers, bested them in combat, and as part of that process, rescued Echo's father figure from a life long ago. Unfortunately, it came at some great cost. The party's cleric, Merith, fell during the exchange. And despite the assistance from his old ally, Renaissar, the prince, who through sheer happenstance ended up arriving at the cave with them, as well as Atlas, the party's lost and yet again found ally, Merith fell in the exchange, despite everyone else more or less making it out in one piece. With that being the case, and no direct understanding as to what the next steps might be for them, getting out of danger was the priority, and the party teleported using a newly acquired helm to Elle's childhood home, the Galloping Mare, the homestead and tavern of her parents, and a successful business and tavern within Kadesh. Aside from the drastic thermal temperature switch that they had to adjust to, the party, for the first time in a very long time, found themselves, while deep in mourning, not in immediate danger. The party rested. The party eventually rose, with everyone staying in their rooms with the exception of Echo, who, for the first time in a very long time, began to catch up with her now rescued father figure. The party has bid their farewells to Merith. A new party from the ashes of the old has formed, and we now pick up with Echo having finished her conversation and traveling downstairs. The rest of the party slowly gathering themselves in their rooms. Party redacted. Before we begin.
I was like, are you sure? Let's
With a $135 donation. Cyclore. Bob and Rob coming through. Targets are not meant to be hit. They are meant to be crushed. We have raised $7,000 for Toys for Tots. That brings the Forge over $12,000 in just the last 2 charity drives for good causes. We are continuing to push forward and provide these opportunities wherever we can, and we are only hoping to grow, expand, move forward. But this is an absolutely incredible achievement. We are continuing to do more and more every single time we try to do something, and it is because of you. That is absolutely incredible. I need to get a one-shot prepared for Stay Alive. Do make sure you join us tomorrow to be in the drawing for that.
Pew, 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 pew.
Wow.
Party redacted.
God damn. Nope. $7,000 is a lot of money for
Yeah,
people.
Deej, I'm like not ready yet. Y'all, I really do cry at everything. Like it's not a joke.
Okay,
here.
this is fine.
Like-
I get Renaissance can start. You guys collect yourself. Renaissance pulls Atlas to the side after the girls walk away, and sternly kind of puts his hand on Atlas's chest. Listen,
Sorry.
I'll give you 5 gold right now if you tell me who told you that I slurped farts.
I mean, I looked at you and assumed I'll take 5 gold.
So
though.
nobody told you that you're just riffing on me?
I mean, Meredith might have told me some other things, but it's hardly important.
Shit, I can't. Okay, you don't get 5 gold, but that's okay.
Well,
As long as a dead man told you that I slurped farts and not just some stranger off the street that I have to sue for slander, then
that would be a weird conversation to have with a stranger.
okay.
I'll tell you what though. I'll give you 150 gold.
Just
If my name was Warp Schizo, coming in huge with a $150 donation now.
God damn it, Dino!
Another party auto crit. 7150 raised. Just put that out there if that's what you're into. Slurp farts, Jellyman. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Dino. Incredible. Meredith.
Nope.
No.
Is dead. See? You see what you do? See what happens?
You like
Someone gives you money and you start talking about dead characters and shit now.
That's how I'm gonna hurt myself and the party. That's my weapon of choice now. Okay, Renaissance.
Feelings.
Are you doing anything else? Okay.
Nope. Just waiting for the girls and I'm gonna follow them.
Okay. Echo, as you leave your conversation with General Andres in the room upstairs, begin heading downward, is there anything specific you are looking to do?
No, go down and see if there's anything I guess I can do to help with the breakfast for the inn for us.
Okay, sure. We'll come back to downstairs then in a brief moment. L, with the recent modifications to Tidbit's hardware, as per your level up, you have additional adrenaline stabilizers, as well as recovery agents that now allow you to sleep far less to achieve the same feeling a full night's rest would normally provide. So you actually end up waking up rather early. What is it that you are doing in your room up until it is time to gather in the main area?
First, in my wakefulness of only 4 hours, me and Tidbit are going to do a little dance. And that's literally it. Just do a dance of success.
Okay.
Because this is going to give us so much more time to invent stuff and, like,
Obviously.
make things happen. But then I also realize everyone else is going to be asleep for 4 hours. So I'm going to go through my stuff and try not to wake everybody up, because I've done that before. Mom doesn't really like it. Also not looking forward to that conversation tomorrow. And I want to pull out the little scroll that I got from Construct Dreamish Me.
Okay.
When then everything happened. Marith was a cloud, Kavini was not Kavini, and there was a dog, and then all those things. So I want to finally look at this thing that came from a dream that I never told anybody about.
Okay. So the scroll that you had previously found implanted in your hand. If you recall, the scroll itself was torn, tightly wound up and then sealed inside what appeared to be a small metallic container. This one is not quite as crudely fashioned. Rather than a piece of rolled parchment that was stuffed inside some kind of container, this one actually appears a little bit more scroll-like, though still very, very, very small. The head of this particular scroll looks to be where the actual scroll itself would have started, as you notice that the tear at the bottom of it, when you begin to pull it out, matches that of your previously recovered scroll. As a reminder, the original scroll outlined the City of Stars, the story of Manwarev and the Scarborough Dwarves, this long-forgotten ancient dwarven society of miners, forgers, and craftsmen that lived deep, deep underground. It seems as if there was a reference to the unearthing of the Venomagi stone being part of some of their excavations. But as you unfurl the opposite side of this scroll to connect the two, this story is not written in narrative format. You begin to realize it looks far more like notes. It's not beautiful calligraphy. This wasn't meant to be documented for posterity's sake. This was written down, and the version and piece that you had originally simply covered the background components to it. However, as you connect the second half of the scroll and begin reading it, it appears as if it's more note-oriented documentation, an actual legitimate study of a thought-lost city. The notes are also signed by Tira Nostra, s2ep54, an old friend of the family. A victim succumbing to Anavan poisoning some years back. But near the very end of it, where you find T's signature, you see a small little diagram of a key. You see a number, 47. And you see a couple small scribbles that you can't entirely make out. largely looks like a plus sign, with the exception of it having some additional inclusions and crosshatches near the middle and some of the ends. Looks to be a symbol, purposeful, but doesn't appear to have a definitive purpose or reason. What are you looking to do?
I want to try, because what I was gonna ask is like, do I recognize this handwriting? I want to open up her journal.
Okay.
Get her journal out and see if 47. Is there a 47th page?
I mean, this is a rather thick collection of notes. Generally speaking, there's extra pages tucked in. It probably only started with maybe 75 pages, but it's probably near 150 when you consider all the things that are folded and tucked away within and wrapped back in on themselves.
I understand that.
Extra pages taped to the center type of thing. And as you begin
like
flipping through, you do eventually arrive at a page that you've seen plenty of times before. It just is a depiction in a diagram of a mountain range. Probably the Maglaces. Probably northern section, but as you begin to dial in on it, you see the symbol is also placed on this map. The location is devoid of labels or markers. There's no typography or details to suggest that this map that you've probably flipped through and looked at a number of times had any significance. But in combination with this symbol, the information and details provided to you by this scroll is reason to suspect that they are probably strongly correlated.
I'm super in Elle's mind space right now because I'm just like, oh my god, wait. That's weird that a construct gave that to me in a dream. We're not gonna think about that. But there was a clue and I figured it out and it leads to a place, and that means that it actually is real, and everyone who said that the City of Stars wasn't real is all full of it. Does this map look like the map that we have, or that I've seen clearly? That is maybe perhaps in merchandising down below. If you click the button, there it is.
This is probably a little bit more zoomed in. This isn't a macro level map. This appears to be a observational drawing from some unique perspective rather than some kind of commercialized map you'd buy from a vendor or something to that extent. It's likely that T, through some measure, as part of documenting her travel and process while looking to gather additional resources and information that you knew her to be involved with, it's likely she drew this sketch of it herself.
I'm not gonna cry. This is very exciting for me. Lots of emotions. I still have probably like 3 hours until everyone's gonna wake up. This is gonna be very stressful.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna spend... So wait, can I depict where this would actually be in the Maglaces?
It shows the northern coast, so you know it's probably plenty far north. The map marker, it's very imprecise, but the marker would probably give you an approximation that it's going to be maybe in a 20-ish mile square radius if you could reference the coastline and things of that nature. It's definitely not accurate enough to provide anything in the way of like coordinates or anything quite like that.
That's too bad, because Jacky just remembered the map and what's on the map up in the Maglaces Mountains, and Jacky knows where it is, even if Elle doesn't. I'm so excited.
I mean, Elle's got that Helm of Teleportation.
I know. I'm not going without everybody. So
we could just wing it.
I I'm gonna let everyone sleep, even though the urge to just go into everybody's room and be like, I discovered things and I'm so excited. I want to research her notebook as much as possible to find out as much as I can of where this is. And then I'm sure I'm going to still have way too much time, and I'm going to question why did I make it 4 hours when everybody else needs 8. And I want to work on tidbits some more, because the first thing I thought of was telling Meredith about it and how exciting that would be. And in order to not think too hard about that, I want to work on tidbit and try to fight better and help our connection maybe be able to do more so that we can stop that from happening in the future.
Okay.
And do something that meta-wise might make my critical roll a 19 or 20 rather than just a 20.
Okay. So, after you go through the process of collecting your thoughts in various forms or fashions, Echo making her way downstairs to assist with the breakfast, Renisar presumably ambles around until finding his way down towards the lower level. You do see Bellic behind the counter. It's still relatively early in the day, even though y'all put up a little bit later at night in terms of your actual final resting hour. But it seems as if he's getting an early start on the day, or maybe just not looking to spend too much time upstairs, as he's kind of abstractly looking back and forth for things to be attending to or doing. When he sees you come down, Echo. Oh, we haven't even really opened up yet, so breakfast isn't quite ready. And I heard your friend was banging around upstairs, so like I tried to get a early start on things, and so it'll be a little bit.
Oh no, I assumed he wakes up early because, like, you know, if you sleep in, that's like a sign of laziness or whatever. But
Okay.
in his eyes, I don't believe that. He's just very
Right. Yeah, sleep is like just what you should do whenever your body wants you to do it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. No, I was checking. Is there anything I can like help with? I know Andy's gonna need some water, or do you have orange juice for breakfast?
I mean, it's not super fresh, but I'm sure it will do. We haven't gotten a lot of shipments from the Reach lately. It's been a little slow coming, but that's, you know, the name of the game sometimes. So,
Do you guys have coffee? I haven't had coffee in so long.
no, it's a desert. It's like the opposite of. It'd probably be a little bit more difficult to maintain any freshness.
I just had you seemed like a coffee person to me, so I thought maybe.
No, no, just not at all.
He is.
Not even a little bit.
You know what? That makes sense, because like I feel like I had heard somewhere that you liked some sort of coffee that had like turtles or something with it, and there definitely probably are not turtles around here in the desert.
I haven't had a coffee in like 12 years, to be honest with you.
I mean, it hasn't been that long for me, I guess. Okay, well,
I used to drink it a lot, but you know, it's hard to get the kind of coffee I want anymore, you know.
I mean, yes, it is hard. You must be picky with coffee. Yes, because I heard you like turtles in your coffee. That's.
I just like
the
person who made it specifically. It's not that important.
The person who made it was a turtle?
Yes, exactly right. Well, no, so I don't have anything specific that I can use your help with for breakfast. Did you need something right away, or?
No, like we're not that close. I'm feeling very overwhelmed, and so like there's a lot going on in my life right now, and I just feel like I need to do something. So
Okay.
thinking maybe I could make orange juice, or if you had coffee, or
Well, you seem like you
should I
don't
clean?
need
I can
caffeine
clean.
for sure. Maybe just sit. Maybe just try sitting. See how sitting feels. How does it feel?
I don't like it. So like, is there something I can do to help you before the breakfast?
Yeah. Clean these glasses. Staring at you, begins to fish through behind the bar. Just puts some glasses up on the counter, slowly slides them down. They don't really appear to be dirty, but he slides them a little ways down the bar just as well.
Because I'll pick one up and I'll just start like cleaning like the same spot over and over again, as like I'm clearly not paying attention to what I'm cleaning. I'm just gonna like just over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Renacer and L. When you come down, you find Echo clearly working through some kind of mild tangential neuroses, as she is very lost in thought. Bellic sees both of you at the same time. Hey, morning, Pumpkin.
Thank
Renacer?
you.
Hey,
Good
Daddy.
morning to you. Oh,
Yeah, how did you sleep?
Really good. And I fixed up Tidbit. I only need 4 hours now.
Oh,
Congratulate
that's
me.
Good job. Good job, sweetie.
Thank you.
So, I talked to
Yeah,
your
I've been
mom.
working on that since I was 4. Oh, no.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Renacer walks away.
Rennie, stay at least close to the party. She might be hiding in the shadows.
And as your father leans in to continue and carry on, you begin hearing these heel steps begin working their way down the hallway from where you know your parents to stay, until you hear them stop.
Dad, she's making her footsteps known.
I know. I heard it. And probably about 5 or 6 seconds later, you see Sila emerge at the bottom of the stairs with no noise whatsoever. Good morning.
Good morning, Mom.
Morning.
I've come to visit.
Good
Come
morning.
here, Lyriel. Come here. She gives you a hug.
Mama.
My wonderful, beautiful daughter.
Oh, dear.
She turns to the side, grabs a chair, begins sliding it back towards the bar. Sit down.
Yeah.
Slowly walks around the chair, leans up against the bar. So, Lyriel,
Mother.
your father tells me you have important news.
I got
And then-
married.
There is this wafting smoke that you see begin rising off of her back and shoulders. Really?
A marriage of convenience, yes.
Convenience.
Yes,
Even
I needed to survive.
Better.
Okay, before you freak out totally,
She
would you
to
have
survive.
preferred? Would you preferred I have died, or I get married?
I'm gonna lean
I'm
over to
thinking.
Renacer and be like, because those were the only 2 options. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That's why I'm not married, because I prefer not to die.
It was the reverse. So
Don't even
I
care.
have
Not married and not dead.
Okay. So there's a lot to go into this. Okay, first off, do you know a name Kavini?
Is that who you married,
No, it's
Illyriel?
not. Okay, so there was this guy that you knew that I traveled with, and then they made magic things happened. Okay, and it changed a lot of history.
You see her
Okay,
shoot a sideways
remember
look towards
things.
Bellic, and yeah, that's how it always starts. Go on.
Yep. So they did a thing. I didn't make it. I listen, okay? I didn't make any promises with anybody to change the whole of the universe, but you know, so I remember everything from him. And okay, and then we were fighting these guys called the
Illyriel, that's
Feyhearts.
enough.
And in order to survive, we needed magic to come, and he needed, in order to risk his life, I had no money. So he's like, give me Torgozi residency. And I'm like, bet, let's do that with marriage. And then, so now I'm married.
And as you are saying that, you hear like the Big Lebowski lumbering down the stairs with a big misshapen cup in one hand, dipping a tea bag in it with the other. Morning, everyone. Atlas beginning to move down into the space. Walking over. Morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Morning, newlywed.
Oh, God.
Oh, thank you.
On the
Atlas?
table.
We're good.
Atlas, please
Yes,
meet
Illyriel.
my parents.
Oh.
Scylla and Yatir Bellic.
Mom! And you see him move
No,
towards
he's-
Scylla and puts an
Death
arm
saving
around her,
throws.
and you immediately see with those lightning reflexes against Scylla pulls out a
Don't kill
dagger
him.
and presses it up against his stomach. Atlas doesn't seem to notice as she instinctually drew it out before putting it back away, and you see Bellic like watching a car crash in slow motion, just waiting for the moment to arise, managing to restrain herself for the moment.
That was impressive, Mom. I'm gonna grab Atlas
Nice
by
to
the
meet
back
you.
and pull him back.
And he reaches across you to shake Bellic's hand. Staring at Scylla while he does it, you see Bellic shake Atlas's hand. Alright, so, what are we doing? And Scylla moves her hand behind her back again.
Do not kill him.
Yes, Elle. What are we doing?
He saved my life. I'm alive because he's here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's very nice, and I trust him a lot. And his name is Atlas Theofra. So you're gonna just have to deal with it.
Instant regret. He did. He did.
I'm gonna
He said
say
her name.
make
It's true.
a persuasion check.
Mhm.
Oh, good God.
As I
Hang on a
hand the
sec. I think I
popcorn
have something
container
for
that I
this.
have collected from behind the bar, so that Renaissar knows this is his as well, to eat as we watch.
Oh,
Sure.
nice.
Oh, that's a performance check. Dang it. This is persuasion, right?
This is a persuasion check. Also, oh, never mind. I'll do that in a sec.
I was about to use my auto crit, but then I rolled a natural 20.
Wow, wow.
Put your 20s in the chat.
Put your
Okay.
20s in the
20 button.
chat. And for
So-
persuasion, that's a
Yeah.
21.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
you see Scylla eyeing you for a brief moment, bringing her hands in front.
Still weapons.
She has her dagger sheathed, it seems. Well, I suppose not every relationship starts in the most sensible of places. So, what is the plan for you? This marriage of convenience aside, seems as if you're not intent on staying here now.
I forgot this because I got
grown
married.
L here. Oh, sure, that'll happen.
So before all of this stuff with the time change and universe shifting and all that other stuff, you and I started having a conversation that you obviously don't remember because you weren't there. It's now you now instead of you then. Who are you?
Oh shit.
Okay,
Because
now,
you're not
like,
you.
Father like daughter. Just a sip.
Illyrio, what do you think?
Popcorn.
Because you knew the king, okay? In my time, he was alive, and now he's dead because of time change. You knew him. Yeah, Marcus, who's over there somewhere, he doesn't know you now, but he did then. He had like, don't you know, don't you remember? And I'm like, what you talking about, Marcus? And then now he's somebody totally different because his dad's dead. You know the queen.
What you talking about, Marcus?
He's
L.
dead because his
Maybe
dad's
break.
dead.
L.
But you guys are you, but you're not you. And I may or may not have gone to the Feywild because you guys were there, but then you weren't there, you're here. So
Who told you all
Yeah,
this?
Walker was there though.
you. And you would explain when I got back, or when you got back from the
Renaissance.
Feywild.
I'd like you to please make a charisma check for me as well.
Yes! Brennan's are so good at those.
You
Plus
have
one,
all
let's
you
do
can
it.
use.
16! Yep. Nope, I'm gonna do way more dumb shit to use them on. 16!
Okay, perfect. Do you remember your childhood much?
Not at all. I remember being beat up, and that's sucking. And then there's a lot of flurry, and that's about it. And then I remember being at home a lot. For a long time. Until like a month ago when I decided, and then I left with Marith.
Do you...
I went out the window.
She gives Bellic another side eye.
Definitely not a cop.
Andy's
you-
still upstairs.
Remember
I'm very
tea?
nervous, so I'm saying a lot of things. Of course I remember tea.
What do you remember of tea?
T owns a store. T was very cool. She had bigger horns than you. She also investigated the City of Stars. And you know what, Mom? She found it.
L.
Had to bite my lip real quick.
Tyrannostra was a very talented merchant, archaeologist, arcanist. She had a lot of skills. I certainly can grant some allowances on those who wish to chase things that don't seem real for a time, but I'm pretty certain she never found it, L.
I'm gonna slide the key across the bar towards her.
She looks at it. No, it's a key.
Oh, yeah, no, you recognized that last time. So don't even try. I already know that you know what that is. You didn't want to tell me because you were going away and you were going to come back. So we're bypassing certain steps that you have in your head.
Make another persuasion check for me, please.
I love playing against my mom, who used to be me.
Renaissance is now at this point like arms on the table, like just fully invested in this whole thing.
And I have stopped cleaning and I'm actually like, you tell her I'm doing what I am doing over here.
Okay.
Yep. We practiced for all of these conversations. And then also I'm just too curious and I don't want to waste time on it. I'm using an autocrit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got the power of the fates on my side.
She's got the power.
He looks around.
Corporate copyright.
Illyrio, follow me. And she begins to move towards the staircase, heading back upstairs.
I follow after giving a thumbs up to Echo. I'm like, I've got this.
You see Bellic still holding a glass with a wash rag, just watching them walk away. Feverishly continues to clean, clearly trying not to directly think about it, but probably has a good idea of what's up, and it makes him a little bit anxious. Elle, as you are led upstairs, Scylla leads you to her and Bellic's quarters. Half of the room is slightly garish and disheveled. The other half very Spartan and organized. A rather beautiful red dress remains on a hanger up against the wall, but clearly has seen some extended time in the sun and hasn't been moved or worn in some time, but otherwise seems to hold a place of honor. There is a smattering of old instrument strings, parts, components, even a couple old diagrams and schematics that you vaguely recall having put together at some point. A small pile of these collected over on a secondary stand near one of the windows. Scylla walks over to the bed, twists one of the bedposts of this rather simplistic frame, lifts it off to reveal this metal rod underneath, which she then pushes into the floor that kicks a floorboard up that's probably about 3 feet to the right. She lifts the floorboard up, scraping her finger along the bottom of it to reveal a key, which she then puts into a dresser. Opening the dresser, removing a separate key before going back towards the bed. Inserting the post again, revealing an extremely small, hard-to-find keyhole in the bedpost itself, with the key functioning more like a lever than a turn-to-open lock. And you see the bed begin to fold up and away, this enchantment sweeping the room clear of this contrasted mess. And as soon as the bed merges into the wall, you see the wall actually open like a set of doors. Beyond, after moving into the space, you see glass display cases, straw mannequins wearing armor, this hall of memory in some capacity. Before stepping too deeply in, Scylla turns around. A lot of this was for your benefit. You have to promise me one thing, Illyrio.
Maybe.
It's
What's the
not
promise
conditional.
first? Well, I can't. You know I can't promise without knowing what the promise is. Blindly You told me not to ever blindly promise something.
From people you don't trust.
Even if... Oh, no, you never added that part before.
Well, I am now.
I will... Yeah. Oh, that hurts. Yeah. Promise. Something blindly.
All I ask is that you don't change how you see me and your father.
Okay. Yeah, I can promise that. Probably. Yeah. It's a pretty good chance.
What if they're murderers?
Am I kidnapped? Like,
Here it is.
Uh-huh.
No.
well, that doesn't
No.
matter. Oh, okay. Okay.
When
Am I kidnapped?
you're
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of that would make me change how I see them. It's like they're not my parents because they kidnapped me.
But maybe your real parents were evil and like neglect. Anyway.
They still raised me. You're my parents. Okay. I gotta know, you're freaking me out. I'm having dreams about robot people, construct people. I'm finding things in my hands. Like, you're making this weird.
finding things in your hands.
Oh. I pull out the first one. This one was found inside my hand. There was this shot of something that made me turn colors or see through. I don't know. You told me it was something that Dad does every now and again. I don't get it. And it was in my hand, so we pulled it out. That was dangerous. And then before all time went all weird, there was a construct that looked like me but wasn't me, but there was a road, not a road, I don't know, it was something. And she gave me this one.
Okay.
And you know how I know that Tyrannostra found it? It was because that's Tyrannostra's, and there's a map, and then it all connects, and then yeah. I'm giving you too much information. I wasn't planning on telling you all of that, but continue.
Okay. So, Illyriel, my real name, my true name, well, my true name has been hidden for a very, very long time, but my real name is
Hera?
yes.
I just need confirmations. Okay.
And your father is not Eti or Bellic. It is Sproigans.
You didn't like his alias that he chose?
It worked long enough.
I mean, you knew he'd have to pick something like celebrity.
He didn't have to, but I thought it was likely
I mean,
he
he
would.
did. Yes, he had to. I like being right.
So, I suppose if you have a good understanding as to the modified background that you come from, she turns and begins walking into the space and pulls out a small black dagger. Closes the case, continues walking around, pulls this small drawer open as part of this extremely fancy and elaborate, sort of like a china hutch, with a series of very thin drawers, almost like this gigantic jewelry box, and pulls out this small black feather. Where we come from, or how we got there, doesn't necessarily mean everything. The people who will care about you, the people who love you, will see you to safety and a better path forward, no matter what. No matter where you come from. And she places the black feather in your hand. When you were a little girl, maybe 6 years old, Kadesh still hadn't seen a lot of changelings. There was rumblings across the sea, just from the opposite coast in Benamia. Your father did a lot to win people over. Here and over there. But it scares people. Changelings are not unlike anyone else trying to get by, but there is a less evolved form of the genetic line that splits way back that creates creatures that want to twist and do harm. People sometimes are foolish and don't separate the two. You were hurt very badly. And you were not going to make it. Your father had some of his higher end magic stripped from him. Combination of, we'll say, carelessness and irresponsibility, but he had a fair bit of fun before that time. We had just invested in building the home you grew up in. Hadn't adventured in a very long time, didn't have thousands of gold worth of diamonds on hand. We were worried. So, we called on an old friend. The king. He was going to come right away, but was at the front, and what we helped him to, or asked him to help with, could have waited in theory, so we understood and was going to send somebody, but they needed their people at the front, and 2 days later he died. That was the Battle of Dragon Pass. We won the war, but the circumstances that brought us there led to our dear friend's death. Fortunately for us, he called on a friend of his as well. He was just beginning to research for inventions and arcane infusions for the war effort, but after the Order of the Blood Fountain proved to be a weak foe that, well, he'd been working on some other things that the king thought could help you. We went up north with T, took you with us, and got you fixed up and brought you home. And that could have been the end of it. But you're a very smart girl. You can thank me for that. Anyway. I think The answers to some of your questions can probably be found there. Along with the absence of tea came a number of adjustments that we all had to make. So, do you say something?
Well, I don't know what to say. Like, it's a lot of information, but it's also like... Wait. Does this mean I've already been to the City of Stars?
In a way.
I don't know why it's such a big secret, I guess. I still love you. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad.
So I'm having a tough time because I want to know more about this, but you feel like you don't want to go too deep into it. And I'm definitely going to the City of Stars. Because I've been seeing some constructs, and they're all there. And it's like, go! And I'm like, heck yeah!
Normally, I think I would try to talk you out of obvious and foolish nonsense.
Self-discovery, mama.
I had to go find my past too once. And it took me somewhere very dangerous, and
So, Dad's told me a lot of stories about finger guns.
none of it's true.
He dropped, I think it was him, dropped a
None of it's true.
fortress on something. Y'all went
It
to the
happened
hells?
once. Briefly.
Some
Very
of it's
briefly.
true. That's why with the goddess, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Should I be hanging on to this? Is this dangerous to hold on to?
No. That I use
Okay.
as a reminder.
So do I get to keep this? Or am I handing it back? What?
You hang on to it for now.
Nice. I'm gonna
It'll
tie it
remind
to
you
like...
who you are.
Has this room always been here?
Well, not always. We had to build it.
Okay, because not to like give up secrets for little me, but to give up secrets. I didn't get to leave the house a lot, okay? Like, I've got secret stuff all over the place. I searched this room, and to think I never thought to look under the door, the bed knob, ugh. I never even got step 1, Mom.
And
you should
she
have trained me
walks
better to
over
look at traps.
to the entryway. Moves over to the entryway and grabs some of the diagrams scattered out on the side table. Pulls out one. Yeah, I think the entryway, your father actually used one of your designs, so. Folds it and slides it back. I think.
Yeah, to be honest, it
main
was very
takeaway is-
complex.
Well, he didn't do it. I don't think he's picked up a tool in his life. He's very dainty.
On purpose, though.
Yeah. No.
And I think the only tool he really needs is his lute lyre.
Just don't say that
Maybe a little
in
keyboard?
front of him. He's going to.
That's the best time. He makes the best stories and the best songs. He always talks about doing the thing, but like, then you give that look and then he never does the thing.
Don't Elle.
I just want to see it once, Mom.
Do you have
I love you.
your own way to travel?
Yes. And I'm gonna, because I've got all my stuff, I'm gonna pull out.
What is that?
This is a Helm of Teleportation.
It's hideous. What happened to
Hey.
it?
I don't
What?
know. I found it in some creepy cannibals place. I rescued it from some people eaters. Okay. But is this the okay? Because Dad told me about how you guys finger guns, but you guys had one. Is it the same one?
No. Ours was much cleaner and better kept.
Well, some creepy people had it. Okay. They have barns all over the world. They eat people. They like to pretend to have dinner parties.
I think that's more than enough. Elle.
Their cave was like a person. There was a heartbeat. And then it was like we walked down a tunnel and it was the stomach and that's where they were at. At least that's my take. I haven't talked about it to the other guys to see if they had the same take as I did. They build people out of
I've got
scraps.
a fair few things to take in as well.
Okay, Mom, I love you.
Glad I could try to provide some additional insight.
Oh, Jacky's gone 100% full goblin now.
It was they built people out of scraps. I just couldn't anymore.
Meanwhile,
Just
back
takes it.
downstairs,
She's just like, well, that happens.
as Renisur, Atlas, and Echo are all downstairs with Bellic, are either of you doing anything right away?
No, I'm just kind of waiting for breakfast to be a thing, or waiting for a blood-curdling scream to come from wherever Al and Silo went off to.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So-
will have been very sad that the show took place on a different stage that we did not have access to. So I will have been trying to see what I could hear, like hushing people, even though I probably can't hear anything, to be like,
So after a minute or two of Elle being gone, Bellic also appears to be washing the same glass for an extended period of time, keeping an ear out as well, until you hear this.
is your bar an airship?
Bellic stops cleaning this glass, throws the glass over his shoulder. You hear it shatter on the ground behind. Well, throws his legs up over the bar and begins to sit on the edge of it. So what are y'all getting into later today?
I mean, it really depends on how Elle's conversation goes.
I think I have an
Yeah.
idea.
Are we on an airship? You didn't answer my question.
No, this is a tavern.
But I think we got to get the prince back. I think
Yeah,
he's
where's
got an
Marcus?
important prince shit to do, but
We owe their family a favor. We can probably get him back.
What time is it? I have training at noon.
And you see
One,
Atlas
yeah.
kind of just taking everything in, dipping the tea bag over and over. Yeah, I've
Hey.
also got to go to Torgos, so
you're
Soon as-
steeping that too much, Atlas.
there's no such thing, Renisur.
Everyone's
Okay,
talking
but
to me.
yeah, but if you seep it too much, then you can't you can't.
He like whips the bag towards you.
Well,
is
good.
that
I want
enough?
to try to catch it in my mouth.
Auto crit that.
make a raw dexterity check. Sleight of
No.
mouth.
I don't crit, Deej. Okay, steep this, bitch. And I'm just gonna That's one fart I'm about to slurp.
Damn it!
Don't you ever take a fucking drink, Kira. I
Okay.
got you.
So
Deej, I would like for you to make me a
Immediately.
deliciousness roll. You roll and you tell me how delicious this tea bag is.
you slurp actual farts. It's the worst thing you've ever had in your mouth.
Yeah, boy. Well, then I just kind of let it fall out and kind of slap against the table. This wet slap of tea bag.
Is that too steeped?
Yeah,
Daffy bastard.
that was a good ass
Anyway.
catch, though, right? Coriander.
I make these myself. Anyway. Yeah, I have to go to Torgos, and you see Bellic swinging his legs at the edge of the counter. Elle's not going to Torgos. What do you mean? I mean, we have like an arrangement set up. Oh, I know. I heard. She's probably not going to Torgos. Just continues looking up towards the ceiling in the approximate direction where this whirring grind took place, until you eventually hear some footsteps emerging back from the bedroom quarters above. Bellic quickly jumps up. Okay. I am an extremely powerful and talented bard. I've literally entertained thousands, tens of thousands. I've saved the world.
Am I barding wrong?
I'm a big deal.
No, you're doing it right.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
As like this is kind of happening, I'm gonna be like, really? Because last time he was telling stories that I remember, they were awful.
I mean, no matter what, like, I don't even think a natural 20 beats Spriggan's saves.
What's
Oh,
your
but what if I
charisma
auto
modifier?
For who? Spriggan's?
No, for Renaissar.
Renaissar.
Oh, yeah, but it's what, a wisdom save?
Yeah.
It's a 14.
Do you have plot armor?
Okay.
It's a 15. I do have plot armor. It's a 15.
But if you auto crit
So-
it, what would it be?
I don't want auto crit. I want to do something else dumb.
So
Forget.
Echo,
I don't care.
as you see Renaissar's face.
Hold on, Deej. This is the one chance I get for my old character to cast a spell on my new character.
And he didn't cast No Bones. I'm a little disappointed now.
I
am okay.
We have
I would
hours left in the
auto-crit.
day.
There.
So as you see Renaissar go slack-jawed and kind of drift away, you see Bellic begin to shake it out before he sees you sort of just staring directly at him. Oh, no.
What about Honey Bunny? He's in that room too. You were just talking to him.
He's drinking the same tea that I had a sip on.
Super slack-jawed, yeah.
Okay.
He does not save. And we have Renaissar and Atlas immediately just drifting. But you, Echo, remain cogent and locked on.
I'm
So,
listening.
is there a chance we keep this between me and you?
Well, keep
Exactly.
what? You just lied to me. You want me to keep your lie between?
Yes? I think we're saying the same thing. Right?
I don't think we are. But that's okay. I've heard you tell stories. That's all I'm saying.
Sees Renaissar and Atlas still dazed and staring off in the distance. Okay, I fought a god once. It was pretty tight. Also, champion of the Underdark arena. Super baller. I used to be engaged. Okay.
Me too.
Check out the patch. And
Oh, I
pulls
don't have-
the robe open to reveal this tattooed Golden Games patch.
Just one, or does he have two?
Just one.
On that arm.
Yeah, so like, I'm pretty awesome.
So like, I don't have a tattoo patch, but I've also done cool stuff.
I believe
I
it.
don't know why you wear that on you, like so people would just know right away. It makes
I
it-
can. And he pulls it down again, and it's not there. Like,
Oh,
totally
okay.
gotta cover it.
okay. Just because, like, if you can like go do something and then go do it again, but nobody knows you're doing it again, I found that very beneficial. But like, if you had that patch, they'd be like, "That's the same person." You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, look, I've only got like 7 more minutes before I gotta action this here. But if what happened, what I think might have happened.
Yeah,
It's
she did
about to
get
get
married.
a
That
little
did happen.
wild. No, not that. So turns to Renisser, grabs Renisser on both sides of his face. Renisser,
I think he fell asleep.
I'm really impressed. I'm so proud of you. Bonding with your cohorts, your party, your friends, your allies over tea. It's such a special gift to have. In fact, I think I heard you say it was the best tea you'd ever tasted. It's a true gift. A true gift to share something like that with an ally. It is a rare occurrence, and I recommend that you continue to explore the deep connections of that bond. And you see Renisser begin to go dazing off yet again before you see him walk over to Atlas. Atlas's eyes, kind of this steeped drunk drifting forward. Yeah, Renisser said drinking your tea was like drinking a fart straight from a butt. Sipping it makes him angry at you. Why he would take such personal offense, I do not know, but I would advise you, be cautious. Do not consider sharing such gifts with someone who is not ready to receive them. Sweet child. Also, don't touch my daughter. And
Okay, Alec.
you see him
Okay.
throw Atlas's head forward, which just falls.
We might be more similar than I thought.
Snaps his finger,
okay.
and you see Renisser and Atlas both snap back.
You know what? You son of a bitch, you did it. You turned me around. Okay? That coriander left a lingering on my tongue that can only be surpassed by more of that coriander. Put some of that shit in a cup for me and boil it and...
I'm not giving
Give
you
it.
anything.
You son of a bitch, you have to share it now.
I would rather
Hey, you can't-
destroy it.
Don't say that. Why would you say that?
You know what, Renisser? You'll literally
you've a
never
gift.
have a drop of my tea again.
Don't fucking
Steeped
say
it
that.
too much. And he
I
gets up and
lied,
begins
okay?
walking away.
I don't know about tea. Echo, can you talk to this? I'll have her husband talk. I'll have his wife talk to him. God damn it, this tea
I don't-
situation's got me stressed out now.
Renisser, we all deal with these situations differently. It's
Shut up,
best to
Bellic. I
just-
bet your tea sucks. His tea is magical.
Yeah, there's a lot of magic in the air, and clearly a lot of it in that tea.
Listen, I apologize. I didn't mean to talk to you like that.
No, you did.
You're great.
Totally
do you mean?
fine. Echo, Bellic turns and gives you like the biggest wink in the world, like the most overt, obvious wink.
Bellic. So I've only done that before, but like to get them to like brawl because I needed to like get distractions so I could get in somewhere or like.
Why didn't make
done
him
that,
fight?
No, that was just for your entertainment. You didn't have like an end goal, did you?
Well, no, it's gonna continue to be entertaining. That's the best part.
Right, but like there isn't a goal of like, okay, distraction, now I can sneak into this bar and go like investigate, or like distraction, now I can like go do something. They won't see
Right.
me.
Yeah, I did it for absolutely no reason.
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's sort of my style a little bit. Not important. Anyway,
Can I just like ask you some questions later? Like, can we just?
you're probably not gonna have time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Best thing ever. We'll come back.
And as the footsteps begin making their way down the stairs, Scylla, no longer making an effort to mask or obscure her footsteps, Atlas, just frustrated and indignant, racing up the stairs past both of you in a bit of a fervor, a little bit of a rush. Unbelievable, Elle. Unbelievable, this one.
What?
And just begins marching up the
happened?
stairs.
I'm close behind. Elle, you're gonna have to talk to your husband. You're gonna have to
Okay.
smooth it out between us because that man makes a mean cup of tea, and I just want him to share his tea with me. Atlas, please. And I go,
Scylla puts her hand on your chest. You're leaving. Come on.
Oh.
And pushes and forcibly turns you around. So are we, Bellic. I knew it! And jumps up and now kicks himself off the edge of the bar after hopping back up on it again. Where are we going? Some deep, dark cave? Some fighting a dragon? Or no, we're going to Torgos. Torgos? Why are we going to Torgos? They're not going to do anything at Torgos. They're not going to Torgos. Sorry,
I mean, like, if you
Echo.
need us.
Can you keep notes on how this goes? I was hoping there would be
What?
more.
Dad,
What?
what did
What?
you do?
Nothing.
Shh.
Renacer has made his way over to the table where he let the tea bag fall out and slap on the table, and he's collected that tea bag. And that
Dad,
is
what?
pocketed.
What did you do?
Nothing.
He didn't do anything.
I just improved the menu.
Renacer is a wine drinker, I think, but alcohol. That
It's too early for
is a
alcohol.
tea bag
That's
that
bullshit.
he just put in his pocket.
Yeah, it flavors your
Dad.
wine.
Let me just do one thing. I knew it. All of those stories you're always telling, doing the thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Scylla
Is it
standing
all of the,
there
like-
staring at him with her arms crossed.
Also,
And he looks at
I
her
figured
and
out
just,
your name
like-
being spelled backwards when I was
We'll go
9.
peck. And begins to move upstairs.
And just so you know, my name is still L spelled backwards. I'm L and L.
Yes.
Nothing fun there.
We weren't trying to hide you, Elle.
Until you were.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I tell you what. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not interested in being around for it. You all have a lot to go through and talk about, and I've already had about as much talking at me as I think I can deal with right away, and I still have to travel with your father. It's gonna be a
That
whole
sounds
thing.
like a treat.
I've known him a while. Fact remains.
You guys are gonna have fun.
Elle, your husband.
Yes. Atlas. Siofra. My husband. A druid.
Atlas Siofra.
He traveled through a tree in one plane, and we ended up on another plane.
Never seen shit like that before. Pardon my Kadeshi.
Seen it all the time. Look, the point is, I will, out of love for you, ensure that the process gets started there. Fortunately, I know someone who is a little higher up in Torgos that could expedite that process.
Uh-huh. I'll tell you later. No, I'll tell you now. My mom knows the queen. She's my party member.
We know the prince.
We're party.
We basically know the queen.
Well, good.
Wait, so you know the queen, and your daughter knows the queen's son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you two, like, hang out? No, we met him.
Yeah.
Remember when we first met him, he seemed to know something, but now he knows nothing? Yeah! This is what I thought he just read the registry.
No, we knew that wasn't the case.
No. Look.
In our timeline, I had met the king because he was still alive.
Yeah, and
he was very nice.
Can't say it.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Yeah, rest in peace, king.
All right.
I feel very awkward now.
I will go and ensure that the prince is returned back home, since clearly he has no business being out right now. Is there a place that we can safely store your friend, Echo?
Which one?
Your
My
injured
dad or my husband?
friend. Your injured friend.
I mean, they're both. Oh, Colt. We've got friends in.
I was more so referring to the one that looked as if they were near death, but
He's pretty good as of earlier this morning. I was surprised.
Is there a place we can store either of them then, perhaps?
Andy probably would want to go see for himself that the king is not there.
He was asking late last night about Circle of Steel contacts. Made a point on knocking on several doors.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Not important. Okay, I will discuss the matter with him then. And your husband? Is there a husband repository for this group? Do you keep them somewhere, or?
Not for me.
Colt's very different circumstance from Atlas. Yeah, we have friends in Curan'Sol that could take care of him.
I think we have a contact that we can lean on there as well.
You do?
Been around a few places.
Seen a few faces?
Something to that effect, sure.
Okay, I've never seen like the super high ups, but we can trust your mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, your dad seems pretty trustworthy now because I think I figured him out a little bit, so I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, they're both very trustworthy. My dad will just
lie about it.
Do anything.
No, but
yeah,
like, it's
that too.
You know, you're right. He will lie, but it's for no reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know the Void? Like, have you heard of the Void?
I'm gonna go pack and get my things ready as well. Elle knows where you're going.
But do you know where to drop Colt?
She does.
The Void?
I'm sure I'll find a place.
Just, like, not in the sewer or something, please.
Yeah, those are for something else. Look, I'm gonna get ready and give you all a moment to yourselves. It seems as if your collection has dealt with some stress, some loss, some pain. I know that process. But it seems as if, at least for Elle, there's a decent amount of it yet ahead, and the clearing of it for all of you. She turns to you, puts her hand on your face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Love you.
I love you more than anything, Lyriel. We did our best. Same as any parent.
I know.
Get ready. Show them where the food is. Steal what you need. We'll be closing up.
Okay.
We have some other business to handle as well.
Okay. I'm gonna pull her into a tight hug.
She goes to take a step away when you intercept and give her this big squeeze, at which point you feel her knees and feet slightly reorient to face you in a more comfortable position as she gives you a squeeze back. Removes the arms of the hug and unfurls her hair. Two small but rather pronounced horns emerging from behind the coiled braids that she had originally kind of hidden them behind. Oh boy. Eat up. She leans in, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and begins pushing upstairs. As she walks back towards wherever it is she's heading, you hear several footsteps followed by a door. The brief moment that the door is open. And that's why I don't want to give him my tea. That's as simple as it is. And the door closes, and then the sound is yet again drowned out. And that's where we're going to go ahead and take a break. A first break.
First break.
A first break. So, I also want to say hello, welcome to our one and only real life unicorn. Now, gifted a sub by the one and only Miss Minikins. Super tight, okay? We are now subbed to by a legendary creature in creds, okay? And get this, a $100 donation. Also, not like, hey, I'm recalling that one time that it happened, or the other time that it happened, or the other time. Brand new one, $7,265. This last $100 coming from Kate P. Thank you so much to everybody for, yes, basically the most amazing, wonderful, incredible, circumstantial wrap up to this entire charity drive I could have ever possibly imagined. But that is wildly amazing. $7,265.
He's the one with the cute little baby, right?
Yes, exactly. Do we have a no? So we're already past our milestones. We're doing 1, 2, 5, 19, like 87 giveaway things. Reminder that that's going to be taking place in the Discord server tomorrow. Cage, push the button. So make sure you are there tomorrow at noon if you would like to take part in those fun festivities.
Central, 7 p.m. Morocco.
Central, yes.
Casablanca.
7 p.m. if you're coming from Casablanca.
Is Morocco. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
But it's a
That's
movie.
new information. Okay, so
It is also
yes,
a movie.
we're going to
Set
take
in
a very quick, short, easy first break. Also our
Mhm.
only break. But we're going to be back here in a brief moment. If you have not yet contributed to that charity drive, you can still do that. It's still good to do that if you can. If you
Kate,
can't,
thought so.
totally cool. If you already have, also cool. You can contribute again if you're able to do so. If not, we're just happy to have you here because it's absolutely a wonderful, amazing, incredible time with an awesome community. So thank you all so much. We are going to dip out for a moment and we will be right back. And, oh, yeah. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Wow.
That's our new, what are the, why can't I think? That's our new stinger transition. Whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Almost.
See? Like, that's a thing. Okay, so, before we get back into it, because, no, wait. No. Yes, okay. We are now at $7,265. Okay, that's basically all I can really say about it. You have like, I think, an hour and 2 hours left, I think, before it is dunsies. So please make sure. I mean, we probably only have like an hour in low change of stream, but you have like 2 hours to continue to donate. It ends tonight. And as a reminder, giveaway for or drawings for all of the giveaway milestones that we've had. You can literally go click on the link and you can check what all of them are. And you can be like, that's tight, that's tight, that's tight. And you can be a part of that drawing tomorrow. That's going to be taking place in the FreeForge Discord. We have a special event room. I think I'm like 40% confident it's working, 30% convinced that it will work. But those together are 70%. So I'm very confident with where we're at.
53 minutes for an incentive.
53
After that, the incentive
minutes
block.
for an incentive. That is correct. So on that note, actually, we will go ahead and dive right back in to wrap up our sesh with our wonderful and amazing community. And after a little bewitching magic from the revealed Sprigans and Scylla, the revealed Hera, having gone through the process now of getting their things gathered and ready, General Andreas and Atlas now find themselves upstairs with their various interests being pursued. Colt still waiting on the return of Echo that was previously thought to take place at some point before a dramatic shift in direction for our collective. But before the tavern has opened, before the real hustle and bustle of the day has gotten going, you are all now in the main floor of the Galloping Mare, this relatively nice and well-to-do establishment that is a very short while away from being abandoned as all of you carry off to your various corners, interests, and pursuits. So, party redacted. What happens next?
Well, sorry.
Renaissance's just chilling.
To this music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to go upstairs. First, I'm going to go talk to Andy.
Okay.
And while you
So
go
you-
talk to that stuff, all I'm doing is rating them everything. And that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you go upstairs and you hear a rhythmic shifting. Almost sounds like a wooden squeak over and over. And as you knock on the door, Come in. You open the door to find Andreas doing his push-ups, continuing to finish his morning workout routine, now in the middle of the floor area. Oh. So, you come to train early.
Actually,
I knew that you're
we've been given a mission.
Oh, well, I suppose I can take time away from my morning regiment.
Nope.
Where are we meant to report?
Well, you are meant to report, but not. So me, Elle, and Renisser have been given a mission.
Well, surely I'm meant to be involved. I am a general in the Circle of Steel.
Yes. So,
So, what is the mission?
well, Elle's parents are going to bring you to Torgos
Ooh,
to report
so we have
there
a
to the Queen.
mission briefing, an audience with the
You-
Queen.
Yes, you are to report to the Queen.
Okay, well,
They know
you'll
her,
have to
actually.
change your clothes. I'll have to tighten some of my appearance as well. I do not have my
I don't-
officer's vestments with me.
I don't know
Perhaps
if you could tighten up any more than you already are. Like you
look
are
at this
just,
shirt. Tucked in or no, this cannot be worn in front of a queen. This is nonsense.
I'm gonna just like prestidigitation his shirt a little bit.
Enough. I will find new vestments. What are you going to wear? Because you should never wear armor in front of royalty. This is disrespectful.
I'm not going to see royalty, I don't think.
Well, you just said that part of our mission was that we are to have an audience with the queen, so perhaps you did
That
not
is-
pay attention during the briefing.
That
Explain
is
to
your
me the
mission.
nature of this mission. And what is...
I am
your
taking after the
mission?
man who raised me and going on a mission with my group. It is the mission I've been given, and you never leave a party member behind. They can't leave me. I have to go with.
A mission given by whom? On whose authority?
Finger guns. That's what their name was.
Ellie, I've been through a great deal. Now, I've always enjoyed your jovial nature, but I'm in no mood for games.
Not a game. Sir, would I lie to you?
Yes!
Fair.
Maybe
Yeah, I would.
not as
That's
much.
a joke, though, but this isn't a joke.
Make a persuasion check.
This one. I'm going to use an advantage on that. 'Cause, I mean, it wasn't a 1.
But it wasn't soups high.
No, that's better. That's better. Good thing I'm good at persuading. 26.
I guess that'll do. This is fine.
First one was a 2.
Okay, which would have made it what? 24?
An 18.
Do you mean to suggest to me that the heroes of old, the legendary assemblage of finger guns, has dispatched you for purposes of some important mission?
Yep, and 2 of them will be bringing you to the Queen, who is a 3rd member, I think I'm understanding.
Well, yes. However,
Hera's parents are... Hera's parents, wow. Elle's parents are Hera and Sproggins?
no. I'm afraid you are mistaken, Ali. I'll leave it to you to not have the finer details ingrained into your memory. Illyrial Siofra's parents,
You can call her Elle.
I could, are Scylla and Eat Your Bellic. I met
Yes.
them last night.
How do you spell Scylla?
I did not ask.
It's spelled Saila, which if backwards is alias.
Coincidence?
And then Bellic's name spelled backwards is celebrity. They're both aliases for Hera and Sprogans.
This?
Springans? What? Something like that.
Sproigans.
Yep, that's it. Sprogans.
Do you mean to tell me, Allie, that under this roof has slept the legendary bard Sproigans and the Blade of Darkness, Hera?
I didn't know they had like nicknames.
That's because you do
Yes,
not
I did.
study, Allie.
Okay, but the book that I read, Sproigans' like nickname was Bandicoot Splish and Splash. So like
This, Allie, you know to be nonsense. Do not play games with me. I am in no mood.
okay. But like that, yes, they do sleep here. They own this place. And then they gave birth to, well, probably just Hera, gave birth to Elle. And now we're on a mission from
I would
Banger
not put it
Puns.
past this Sproigans. He has great power, so I'm told.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, he's funny. I mean, sir,
You mean to suggest that you have palled around with the legendary Sproigans?
I just watched him do something really funny. And like, you had trained me how to do something like for reasons. And he just like did it for fun. It was really cool.
No, you are clearly mistaken. A heralded adventurer of such renown would not so carelessly use magics.
Oh no, I think he would. Sir,
And how long is your mission meant to take?
I'm not sure. I just know we're going to some city city of the moon, suns, city of hearts? City of stars.
I've never
You
been
know,
there.
you know I'm not good at reading the briefings.
Or anything else, it would seem.
Oh, I like to read. Just if I'm, like, how much did I read on the Fair Hearts growing up?
More than you ought to have.
Probably true.
So, they told you I am dispatched to have an audience with the Queen. Are you aware of what I am meant to do, what purpose I am meant to serve?
No, but I assume she knows that you are a great general in the army.
Top secret mission. Well,
Top
I
secret.
apologize if they did not disclose to you my mission details. You will understand, of course, that I cannot divulge at the moment.
I don't have the circle clearance. So.
Well, clearly you are rising in the ranks rather quickly, Allie.
I was raised well. I just haven't gotten there yet. But who better to do a top secret mission than the great General Mario Andres?
Sure, of course, yes, obviously, but perhaps there will yet come a day where you can carry out an important mission at my side.
I'm sure there will be a day where that happens.
I look forward to the opportunity for us to work in tandem, for you to understand what it is like to be part of a unit, to go out and accomplish a great many good things. I think it will provide you structure.
Hey, if I don't see you anytime soon, I hope I still have a room in Jules Bar.
Well, I'm not 100% certain I have a room at Jules Bar. Probably not difficult for me to retain one, but you will always have quarter with me, Allie.
I'm gonna like pull out my tags real quick and be like, I hope so.
Allie,
Sir.
might I ask you for something?
Always.
I would like to hold on to your tag.
Okay. I'll take them off. I'm gonna like quick prestidigitation them because I have not cleaned them once since they have been given to me by Colt. But so it really shines, and you can read that it says like Alethea Andreas on them. I'll hand them back to him.
I remember when I gave this to you. Mission aside, I see you have found your own way. Unfortunately, we were separated too soon.
We were.
But if I'm to have audience with the Queen, perhaps one of the favored generals in the Circle of Steel will be able to request something specific.
Okay. I was separated from those for a little while. I know that there's no way you wouldn't, as you had them commissioned and you know how important they are, but please take care of them. They are one of my two most prized possessions.
Of course. You'll get them back in like new condition. I need them only long enough to have it made official. Perhaps a word from the Queen or our young prince can speed up the paperwork.
That would be great.
And when I am finally afforded the release of a glorious death in the field of battle in service to my king, my titles and the burden of carrying my honor shall officially pass to you. If you have not worn these as novelty, I intend to make good on a promise provided some time ago.
Yeah.
Well, sweet daughter, do not die and perform well.
I will. Dad, sir.
Just that will be fine.
Thanks, Dad. I will. And I'm gonna like.
Yes, let us remain calm and composed. Thank you for rescuing me.
I couldn't not. Your family.
And that is why I knew you would come. Allowed me to hang on. Besides, with a little more refinement, some polish and practice, I suppose you two could make a fine general one day. If that is the path that you wish to walk.
I mean, I don't want you to take offense to this. That sounds amazing, but you're kind of cop-like. And like, I could be a general, but like my skills are not as cop-like. So like they'd have to open a division where I could use subterfuge and whatnot, as opposed to, I just don't know if that's an option right now. But like one day, maybe.
I see.
I can prove my skills important enough.
I understand.
Okay.
So, you are working with a special division then?
Yes.
It has been some time since I have crossed paths with a wand operative, but I know that they are floating about. Certainly better than those ragged glass daggers. Not a single honorable soul among them, if you ask me, but...
That's false. That is false.
I see.
Just lost a glass dagger that was very important. He was very honorable.
I'm sorry, Ellie. In any event, what name can I provide people for your deeds and accomplishments?
Funny story.
Not in the mood for jokes. I thought we covered this, but...
Yeah, our name is just always redacted.
I understand. All right.
No, like that's it. Like you
No,
would write
no,
redacted.
I get it, yes,
and then our
of
name
course.
is then redacted.
That's how it usually works, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can see it into the official records and in that regard. Very proud of you. And I appreciate you coming to get me, and when I am old and retired, because I have not yet found someone worthy or skilled enough to defeat me in battle, well, one day I perhaps will let my mind slip and I will be able to fight you, and then you can put me down. A beautiful finish. I really do want this for us.
Me too.
But not today.
Today you have to go have an audience with the queen, and I have my mission.
Yes, disassemble some of your pauldron leather as well. I see some accumulation of dirt has built up in between the layers.
I will clean it before we go.
Good. Well, if I am meant to report, do you know when they are expecting me?
Oh, I am. Heronsproigens are just, they're going to be ready to go as soon as we leave.
Well, I did not have time to finish my workout then, but very well. I will have to procure some improved clothing, but I'm sure I can work that out.
I'm either Sproigens will have something, or I'm sure you can buy something in Torgos.
He does not seem like the type that would have very garish clothing. He works at a tavern.
No, remember,
Oh,
he's
right.
finger
Yes. This is going to take some getting used to. I stayed in Fingerguns' house last night.
Yeah, you did.
And he begins to move towards the door, perhaps more absent-mindedly than you've seen him ever before. Bellic, excuse me. And he begins walking down the hallway, yelling towards the end of the hall, leaving you in the room, all of a sudden, surprisingly distracted.
Alright. Colt. Gotta go talk to Colt.
Okay. So, moving across the hall and down the roways, you end up opening the door. Colt is already back asleep, having lost track of time. The door closing behind you kind of kicks him awake. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
You were dead yesterday. Like, if you need to rest up, I am not.
Oh, no. I'm ready to go. Where we headed? Get some food, maybe. Take a horse trip somewhere, something like that. Maybe a boat.
There is food
Fly
downstairs.
somewhere? I'm not really sure. Like,
I think I overheard someone saying like they're gonna be making some like eggs and
oh, all right. Yeah. Sure.
I don't know. Normal breakfast food. No orange juice, but
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm all for it. Let's grab some food, get into our day real nice and slow like, and casually get a move on up out of here. Yeah. What's wrong?
yeah. I got something I gotta do.
All right. Well, I mean, if you got important things, I'll grab a bite without you first. I'll save some for you, unless you're getting food elsewhere or whatever.
I'm gonna, I think, be getting lunch elsewhere. I think we can all have breakfast together quick before we go, though.
Sure. If you got lunch to handle, I mean, I can feed myself. You know. Don't need you to worry about me. Yeah.
I mean, I will worry, but
What's there to worry about? It's just breakfast.
I'm gonna be heading out with Renaissar and Elle.
Sure, I can travel. I'm good to go.
Good. Elle's mom's gonna bring you home to Curan'Sol.
Well, that seems like a different way.
It is. But you gotta rest up.
But you remember,
there.
like the whole being dead yesterday thing, and then we're back here, and you're not out adventuring, dying somewhere right now. Huge plus on my end for sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're leaving again?
You know me. I can't be.
I mean, I thought I did.
But you got Cool. Lupicalos, here. I'll be home.
Allie.
I'm gonna pull out my necklace, take out the wedding ring like off my necklace where it was, and I'm gonna put it on my finger. I'll let you know so you can have lamb chops ready. Okay?
I don't want to be away from you again. I don't want you out there like that.
If
I walked
you
away
were at
from
full
all
health,
that
maybe.
shenanigans and creeping around and sneaking, and now you're off doing all that same stuff, just in more dangerous situations. Don't do that stuff, Colt. It's bad, and that's dangerous, and all this other stuff. And then you're going to go off and you're going to do it, and it's going to be twice as dangerous, knowing you. How am I supposed to feel about that, Ellie?
We gotta do it. this isn't like a I need food. This is a good thing to do, even though like that's really important. This is like a mission for Elle to like find out who she is.
She's ill. Problem solved. Mystery over.
I mean, in essence, but like
Happy to be of service.
Void needs you to go back. How long have you been gone? Have you reported? Have you reported into Ervil?
No, not in a while. A long while, like a year. Just a little over a year, like 2 years.
So like maybe
he might be looking for me or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Ervil might want to hear from you.
Well, you know what? I'm not overly concerned with what Ervil wants, okay?
I mean, you kind of should be. I've heard he can be like really scary.
No, he's all talk.
No, I'm all talk.
Yeah, but you're also scary.
Right, like Ervil. Different kind of scary. You know what? I'll be back as soon as I possibly can be because I really want lamb chops.
Well, goddamn it, I'm not cooking lamb chops for Ervil. I'll cook them for you every night of the week.
I mean, I don't need them every night. I want them to stay special.
Yeah, that'd get a little,
just like you.
Be a bit much. Well, what if I come with you? Just made sure to help keep you safe and cook some food at night. Probably not lamb chops on the fly. That is a bit taller of an ask, but the Renaissance there fella, it seemed to probably eat anything. All I have to do is tell your Illyrial friend that it's some exotic dish from such and such a place. That's one plate empty. Right, yeah, mm-hmm. And then it'll be better than anything your companions are able to cook, and I can be quiet. Sure. I can sneak places and such. So maybe
I'm gonna head downstairs.
Makes...
You got to get dressed.
I don't have to. I mean, look.
I would prefer it if you did. How's that?
I mean, that's not what you were saying. Well, yeah. You haven't been home in a while.
When you come downstairs for breakfast, I want to hear what Ervil had to say when you reported to him.
I don't remember. That was like forever ago. It was 3 years.
Hey, Colt. I mean, while you get dressed, you should report quick into Ervil so that you will have a new update.
No, I ain't doing that. I haven't been sending him any money, so.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he has a boat. He doesn't seem like he's coming this way. I mean, he could probably find a boat. But that's a lot of work.
I feel like the last party that I saw him at, because I didn't ever get to talk to him, but I feel like the last time I saw him at a Void party, he was throwing platinum in the air and he was catching money problems or something.
I don't know. Can't really afford a boat if you're throwing your money everywhere, so yeah.
I think that was okay.
Exactly.
Get dressed.
What if I just keep my shirt off?
Then people might look at you weird.
Oh, they'd look at me all right. Just working hard.
You also would stand out. How are you gonna go? We can't run a bar if you stand out.
Well, look, I've been talking to this Billick feller, okay?
No, not run a bar, own it. What we did. When we go to the bar and then
okay, I understand, right, but look at this. Normally it don't get people to notice you, okay? Talking to this Billick fella though. Make everyone notice you. And then nobody notices you. I don't know how I didn't think of that. That's genius.
I don't think so. That doesn't make sense to me.
The logic feels sound to me.
I'll see you downstairs with a shirt on, please. I beg.
Yep, shirt on. 2 of them just for you, Allie.
Just one's fine. We're in Kadesh. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. God damn it.
2 polos with the collars up.
Yeah. Upside down visor. And moves over to the side of the bed and begins kind of going through the process of getting his clothes situated for the day and getting some of his items and standard material together. Where are you going now, Echo?
No, then I'll just go down because now I'm hungry. I still haven't eaten. Oh, well, I had some popcorn, but.
Okay. So you go back down and it seems as if Elle has already undertaken the process of gathering and collecting some food. Bellic and Scylla begin to move down and you see General Andres actually following Bellic. So is that really what happened? And sort of kind of fangirling over Spriggan's a little bit. And you see now Bellic just regretting the current direction of things. Hera kind of look.
With them once?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, we did not get the chance to interact. So you mean to tell me that you went to his castle and said you were there to kill him? It's unbelievable. Incredible. And clearly Andres is a little beside himself right now, but he eventually takes a seat in a chair. Spriggan's with a little bit of a wave of the hand creates a bit of a zipper in reality that he quickly pulls down, slowly folds away the reality to create this portal recess before creating something of a beautiful dark wooden door. Elle, we're not eating that stuff today. Yep.
You should.
We're gonna treat you to a specialty. My mother's famous grilled leeks. And opens the door and steps inside what appears to be this beautiful, sprawling mansion as you see him disappear within without saying another word. Hera kind of turns back. They're not that bad. They've taken to keeping meat in there again still, so. And begins to move inside. And you hear, Regnon's Taco Bar! And...
What the hell is a taco bar?
There's tacos?
Let's do this thing. I step through the door and I undo Tidbit so he can run around too.
Okay. And as soon as you undo Tidbit, you see the eyes kind of grow and shrink as he takes in the immediate surroundings. Quickly focusing his eyes scattered and adjusting rapidly, almost as if out of control for a brief moment. One leg raises him up into the air before lowering him back down again quickly, his upper torso spinning in a corkscrew before eventually landing back onto his lower half. The waist separates from the leg mounts. The body rotates on an interior spindle, plants itself backwards, taking these reverse steps out of the mansion's entryway. Renisser, you see Tidbit's back approaching you in this weird pseudo, like Japanese horror movie monster approach as it begins moving closer to your direction before the body again lifts up, rotates around, the head spinning a couple times before settling and focusing on you.
Hey.
And it's sir.
Hey, buddy. Damn, you said that really well.
Bandicoot splash and splash.
Why? I don't even know what that means, Tidbit. That just sounds funny when you say it. What the hell?
It is.
It makes no sense. Oh
the
my
tidbit
God.
delivery service.
That's
Yeah.
so stupid.
Two bandicoots made it in.
It's bad. That's
Also,
Perfect. Chef's kiss.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody who like had one of those little like brain scratchies going on, one of those like super deep brain scratchies, a $35 donation from General Andres.
Whoa.
It must be well presented and tucked in,
That's meta.
much like a perfectly even $7,300 raised.
Wow.
Player advantage to Allie and her party. Anything that does not get used this session, especially since we're so narrative heavy, is obviously going to be carried over. So all of your contributions will still have their full impact unless you contributed specifically for Jones, in which case it will be a purposefully nonsensical thing, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we are at $7,300. So,
Y'all are awesome.
as we'll just say Spriggans and Hera move into the interior of Spriggans's magnificent mansion, Tidbit delivers the message of dire importance pulled directly from the ether, a message of destiny conveyed to the only target that it could be conveyed to. He eventually returns and joins you in the mansion as well. Andres has already began to scramble his way inside and has a jovial kid-like wonder that you probably have never seen on him, and probably is much more akin to a younger Allie than anything either two of you would have known or recognized in your entire relationship dynamic, but is clearly taken aback by much of the chaos and mystery that's taking place in front of him right now. I also want to make a special shout to Kim Grimm for the 5 community gift subs. Thank you so much, Kim, the wonderful, awesome, amazing Grimster. Cool cosplays. Go follow. That being said, what is everybody looking to do or get into?
Real quick, Renaissar wants to kind of flag down Atlas.
Okay. He doesn't seem to have come back downstairs just yet. But
Okay, I'm gonna pop my head out and wait for Atlas, and get irritated and go get him if I need to.
Okay. So it does take probably another 5-10 minutes of silence downstairs before you eventually hear the telltale footsteps and creaking wood above of Atlas coming back down. Observing and approaching the break in reality from behind makes it appear almost as if entirely invisible. So you actually see him walking past it as you are hanging out the door waiting for his arrival, and see his back as he just continues to walk by you, sort of casually looking around.
Hey,
Wonder
Atlas.
where everyone...
Hey. Sorry.
You're floating
Elle's
in a
dad-
door in space.
Yeah, Elle's dad kind of ripped this open for us. He yelled taco bar, and everybody kind of went in.
Oh, taco bar. All right, I'm into it.
Yeah. So listen, before I want to apologize for my behavior earlier, and any if you got the idea that I was becoming untoward towards your person,
Just
or anything
very aggressive,
anything like
and obsessive over
yes,
tea.
yeah. It's a weird circumstance. I've never felt like this towards anything else in my entire life. Not friends, not family. I don't even give a shit about a loved one. I'll just
look,
tell you that right now. There's just something about you.
I'm married, so
Atlas, listen, I don't care. I'm not a relationships kind of guy. Don't even give a shit about any of that. What I want to talk to you about today is I want to talk to you about a business opportunity that I just had rolling around in my head. Hear me out first. Okay, your tea, my salesmanship skill. I just had a little nugget of wisdom dropped to me by this little, by Elle's companion. Okay, he flipped around and he rolled up on me and he said the word bandicoot and splish and splash to me. And that got me thinking, your tea, trying to think of something that rhymes with tea that would work.
Free is a bad business plan.
Brie. Like the cheese? Fuck that. Tea and cheese. Nobody cares. Your tea, we call it the Bandicoot Splish and Splash. Okay? Traveling tea salesman. You make your amazing concoction and I sell it with my skills.
So,
okay, you want to hear the pitch? Here's the pitch. Okay? Put the tea in your body. Become somebody else. Become who you are destined to be. That's on the inside. It comes out. I got to work on it.
Sure.
I'm just kicking around some things here.
I
say all that to say I'm sorry.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Autocrit teach. I'm trying to go into business. Okay, Renison don't have clones to fall back on. He needs a lucrative business opportunity for his future.
God.
And I want you to put Bandicoot Splish and Splash in your official fucking Dungeons and Dragons game, Deej.
I mean, it's been in our notebook since we started, or literally everything.
You see Atlas bob the tea bag a couple more times before laying the string over the edge of this misshapen cup.
I won't ask you for tea again, unless it's to give out as samplers to people.
You know, there's only one thing I need you to do for me first, Renisser.
Sure, I'll do it. I believe in you and your tea that much.
You put it right there, partner. The deal. We're going to be selling all the bandicoots. All the splishing and splashing inside the cups.
Get splished and splashed. God damn, I feel a fire burning inside me.
That is a better tagline, actually.
Get splished and splashed?
By the bandicoot.
Yeah.
Bandicoot tea gets splished.
Get splashed. Splished is way better than get splashed.
No, we release splished first, and then after we release splashed, and then we release splished classic after.
How about you get splished and every release is a splash?
What about get splooshed?
Right? Splooshed? No.
Have you gotten your splish of Bandicoot today?
Yeah.
Have
you gotten splished?
We'll workshop it.
Get splished. God, I'm on fire right now. I don't
even
care what a taco is. I'm gonna eat it.
Someone really has a good mind for these things. This Bellic fella. I think we should really run it by him. And
yes,
continues to push in towards the interior.
Let's tell you about this grand idea.
Yes. Regnons. Another 2 chairs.
I'm thinking brick and mortar.
You get caught up in the...
So, as Atlas and Renisser begin their new canonized partnership of tea salesmanship, you know what, Jones? I think before the show ends, you're gonna have to come up with a commercial for the Bandicoot Splish and Splash brand.
Okay, maybe I'll film it in my backyard when it's snowing. I don't know.
That's a lot of weird variables to make sure you include, but
I don't know. Who's to say?
Okay, so after a brief moment in time, you're all greeted to a localized collection of nearly transparent figures, small, probably no more than 3 or so feet tall. Feminine, nearly elvish form with a very pronounced beard. Seems to comprise about 50% of them. Another strangely bulbous-headed elven figures, but again, at this diminutive height, comprise the other collected half of these translucent figures, and slowly but surely they are funneling out small trays, collections, plates, all of them seeming to contain a variety of ways to prepare meat, leeks, and basic flour grains with a little bit of extra fruit, but all prepared and rolled and collected and diced in such a way that they seem almost as if they are different ingredients being presented about. Spriggans sits down at the chair at one head of the table. All right. This is a very special tradition for me and my wife and some of our friends, and I wanted to share it with all of you before we had to go on our various missions. You immediately see Andres beginning to go deep into prayer. By Prolus's hammer, we thank you for this moment in time, this replenishment of blood spilt in this. And you see Spriggan's kind of looking over him. Anyway, so Elle?
Dad.
Sorry you have a lot of questions to answer and stupid stuff to deal with. It's really nonsense. Adventuring's pretty trash.
Oh.
Sorry.
I mean, some of it's really sad.
Yeah, well,
But
I mean,
I've
it's
seen
hard
so
for
many
me
things.
to judge.
Stuff's
I also
exploded,
found
stuff's not exploded. Time's rewritten itself multiple times.
Yeah, I've been there.
People are alive, and then they're not alive, and then they weren't alive, and then they are alive. Adventuring's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been there too. Yeah. Well, I'm proud of what you've accomplished, and you've made some good friends here. I think.
Mhm.
Well, everybody, dig in. These leaks aren't going to spread themselves awkwardly over meat themselves. You can have a Regnon do it if you need to, though.
Can I make
on the meat?
Can I make a toast?
Sure. Regnons. Toast.
No, not. I mean, I'll have a toast too, but I mean like a toast, like a
full. Oh, right. Okay. I misunderstood.
To friends and the ones that you love, that you'll always love, even if you can never tell them. And to those that you'll meet in the future.
And Atlas
that you love.
Stands up across from you, and to partnerships of heart and of mind.
Yeah. Get splished! Pow!
Yeah, he gives you a little nod or little wink, and Spriggans kind of puts his glass forward. To those we'd like to spend more time with and are not provided the opportunity. Hera kind of puts a cup forward. To trusting in those you say you believe in. Andres puts his cup in. To finger guns! And both immediately Spriggans and Hera. No? To
What's
family.
a gun?
I do not know. I think it is a mystical item.
To new experiences.
Yes.
And to the family you make.
Atlas leans across the table to you, Renaissar. We all toasted different things. Does it still count?
Yes.
Okay. And immediately goes to chug his tea as everyone throws their drinks back in unison. Spriggans sits down, Andreas, the last one standing, is he's clearly not accustomed to whatever environment this camaraderie is taking place in, and sort of slowly and awkwardly sits. Well, missions moving forward, yes? Thank you all again. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And Hera frustratingly scraping this diced leek paste across a flour taco before rolling it up. I might have told him to leave. Yeah, I don't know. And takes a large rolled up bite of leek rolled taco.
Like a leek blunt?
Basically.
Nice.
The party carries on, engaging in their communal breakfast in the magnificent mansion for the first time. Regnon's providing a ready replenishment of leeks and some meat and eventually toast.
Orange juice.
And orange juice. And that's where we're going to go ahead and leave it for this week.
And as the Regnon brings me my orange juice, I look at my parents. So why does this look like a weird culmination of the Queen and Walker? What's that about?
Sure. The trailing phantom cannon. Hey, we're gonna be back next 4 weeks. 4? Yeah, thumb was tucked. 4 weeks. And we're gonna be wrapping up our campaign. We're gonna be done. Holding action as it exists right now is gonna go away. And that makes us very, very sad, but we are very, very excited to go through the process of diving into whatever unanswered questions L may yet have, figure out what the path in front of Echo yet holds, and Renaissar living both vicariously through and in place of Marith to find out what story was perhaps not finished being told and what story will be told now in his absence. But it has been an absolute honor and pleasure to be with all of you tonight, all of my players, and we'll be sad about that in a month's time. But for right now, let's just be very excited. $7,300. That's like a real number. That's like 2 used cars that will last you at least a winter. That's like a lot of money.
That's like more than I made at my first job at a movie theater when I was like 15. Like an entire year's worth of wages. I didn't even make that much, and you guys gave that to kids.
Yeah.
That's definitely more than
I
made
wish
at the
I
pool.
could have gotten that as a kid, for sure. That's more than I ever made in a single year doing music as well, actually.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw that art in the Discord, I love it so much. I'm saving
That
it.
is...
You can't stop me.
Oh, speaking of the
It is the
Discord...
best thing. It's amazing.
Speaking of the Okay.
Push the button?
I'm gonna look at that in a sec. But
I'm fine.
yes,
I'm just
Mindy pushed the
emotional.
button. Thank you, Mindy. We're gonna be doing our drawing tomorrow in the Free Forge, so be in there because all of the milestones that we've unlocked, all the ones that we were like, hey, do you think we're gonna make it past 5K? Because we should probably have some stretch goals ready just in case. I don't want to like start with them to make people think we're going like absolutely wild with it, but like we should have something ready just in case. And here we're past beyond what we even prepared for. So like, what's that about? Y'all are amazing, wild, wonderful. It has been an absolute honor, pleasure, an incredible time being a part of this charity drive, being a part of all of your games. We had 2 new DMs appear on the channel. We had a bunch of games take place in the Discord. Systems I haven't seen run, all kinds of new stuff. It has been incredible. And we are all ready. And I I hate that it's true, but we are very much already planning for our next one. We are already putting the pieces together, figuring out how we want to make it bigger, better, more effective, to do more good. We're so excited, and this truly gives us life and energy. You should be proud. We are extremely proud. We are extremely grateful. There is not enough that can be said about that. $7,300. I think Holding Action's first ever charity stream ever was like $150 that we matched, and that was like the full
it was a
full
little more
collection.
than that, but it was a full month.
Yeah, it was a full month, and
We
we
made
raised
like
like
300, but it was a full
330.
month.
Yeah, and wow, to be here, that's absolutely incredible. Please make sure you are joining the best, most wonderful, and I say unreservedly amazing communities that you can literally find anywhere on the internet, whether you are into TTRPGs or not. It is the bee's knees, assuming that the bee had legs 46 miles long. We are going to get out of here. A reminder, we will be back here on Wednesday. It is a wall of bees. We are going to be back here on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for episode 5 of Stay Alive, picking up from a rather harrowing cliffhanger, if I'm not mistaken. And we will be back here again 1 week's time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time,
where we'll have 4 episodes left.
Wow, lots of moving parts. Hey, I love you all. Thank you so much.
Day
it's
after
incredible.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Black Friday, homie.
Oof, gross. Okay, get your discount content here next Friday. All content free. Yeah, 100%
all your money
off
already on Black Friday.
Come get your savings right here. Here's 100% off discount code Coop. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you all again. I love you, and until I see you next time, party on.
Splish that button.
Push the charity button.
Bandicoot.
Does whatever makes Jones laugh.
Yep.
Get your tea in a cup.
Get your.
Push it over.
I thought you said
It
get
is
your
hot.
teeth in a
Just
cup.
Bandicoot splish and splash it.
Your tea. Put your tea in a cup. Careful.
This is
Kinda
what
hot.
happens. This is what happens.
And get that
On a
centrifugal
string.
force, and you do it
Yes,
up and down like
yes,
a bucket full of water, and the
exactly.
tea never flies out of the cup. It stays in there
And
because
then you
centrifugal force.
release it from your hand and jettison into the big bad.
That's right. Right in their eyeballs.
Instant critical hit. You've won D&D.
Splish damage.
What about splash?
And then a
damage?
splash. That goes to all the minions, man.
Yep.
And then that bandicoot, that's just healing for the party.
Right. Yep.
Can you
You
break
get a
yourself
bandicoot.
off a piece of that?
You get a bandicoot.
Splish and splash?
Can I make a toast to friends and the ones that you love, even if you can never tell them?
And to partnerships of heart and of mind. To those we'd like to spend more time with and are not provided the opportunity. To trusting in those you say you believe in. To finger guns.
To new experiences.
Yes.
And to the
yes.
family you make.